What is happening, Fable Squad? Finally, we have gotten to leave the city. Gosh, I think somebody was asking for this like about 175 times. And I'm like, okay, we're getting there. We are here. Leave the city. Was it leaving the city or leave the city? Leave the city. Okay, I've now left the city. Let's go.
I'm tired of tending to this fire. I've used up all I've collected. I have cinched my hands.
See, I'm tired of tending to all these fire. I'm tired of what I've collected, and I've cinched my hands. All these problems have just burnt me. And it's almost like it's wearing him down, fighting this battle.
Tending to this fire. I've used up all I've collected. I have cinched my hands. It's glowing, embers barely showing. Proof of life in the shadows, dancing on my plans.
Proof of life in the shadows, dancing on my plans. Tyler, I can't even say it anymore.
It's glowing, embers barely showing. Proof of life in the shadows, dancing on my plans. They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over. They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over.
See, I almost feel like when he's saying like proof of life is dancing in the shadows, you know, sort of dancing on my plans, it's almost like he's talking about a life beyond the physical world, in terms of like he's talking about suicide to a degree. Is that life, actual life, real life, peace, lies in the shadows, lies in the darkness? You're breaking my computer, Tyler. You've done it a few times. Let's go.
They know that it's almost over. They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over.
The burning is so low, but so low. Come on, Tyler, stop your shit, man. So low. The burning is so low, right, that you can't actually see it. So you can't. What's actually happening is not visible to the human eye, but it's so low. It's like it's something that you yourself can only deal with. It's you yourself. It's burning you inside, and nobody else knows about it. Come on, Tyler. He's barring over here, man. That's a bar. Let's go.
The burning is so low, it's concerning.
Oh, come on, dude.
'Cause they know that when it goes out, it's a glorious gone.
Oh, this is a very, very, very dark song. This is a very dark song.
It's only time before they show me why no one ever comes back with details from beyond. They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over. They know that it's almost. They know.
Shows me why nobody ever comes back from with details from the beyond. Now I kind of feel like he's talking about the. You know, it could also be talking about, if you actually think about it, in what's that city city thing with Nico and the Nanas and the jumpsuit story, man? The thing with the silo stories, man, the rehab fucking place. What? Fuck, man.
And it's almost over.
Dima! Fucking hell, I just remembered that. Dima, it's almost like he's talking about why nobody comes back to that particular place. Leave the city. It must be that city. It must be. Surely it's that city. So it is that city. I'm telling you. So I think he's talking about why nobody comes back with... He's talking about the struggles. Okay, he's talking about struggles that he was going through in the city of Dima, where his insecurities lie, right? And then when he says leave the city, but when you leave the city is when you know that it's almost over. That's why nobody comes back with stories from when they got out and how things got, because it doesn't get better. I don't know what the fuck I'm going on about right now, but somehow I'm trying to construct something in my head.
They know that it's almost. They know that it's almost over. They know that it's almost over. They know that it's almost over.
Once again, absolutely spectacular composition of music. Talking about is see how it ties into my story. Do you see how it ties into my story? So he's now in time I will leave the city, but for now I will stay alive. So you see how it ties into the whole thing of like when we leave the city, that's when we know it's the end, because this city is the only thing keeping me alive at the moment. These insecurities, even though I'm living in these insecurities in the city, this city is where my fire lies, right? But the moment I leave the city and I enter a world where it's not my comfort zone, I know it's the end. See what I'm saying? And the way he phrased that, in time we'll leave the city, which is supposed to be freedom. It's supposed to be free. You know what I mean? And then he flips that and fucks you over with, but for now, it's time to stay alive. So the positive side of it, saying, well, leaving the city, he just fucked that all up, was saying, I'm going to stay alive right now because the time when I have to be free is the time that I'm a goner. On, bro.
In time, I will leave the city. For now, I will stay alive. In time, I will leave the city. For now, I will stay alive. They know that it's almost over. They know that it's almost.
Very, very sad song. This is very, very dark. This song. This must have been in a real heavy space when he wrote this, because this is hectic. Because this is a song of. It's almost a song of. It feels like there's hope, but there isn't. In the way he's writing it, it's so dark in the sense that even he's portraying his freedom as something that's going to kill him.
They know that it's almost over. They know. They know. Last year I needed change of pace. Couldn't take the pace of change. Moving hastily. But this year
I couldn't take the pace of change. this moving hastily. Come on, man.
Though I'm far from home, entrenched, I'm not alone. These faces facing me, they know. They know. What I mean.
And then he ends off that with, they know what I mean. You know what I mean? Everyone going through this, every single person that's going through this struggle knows what he means. You know what I mean? So it's like, while you're in that city, whether it be rehab or whether it be if sessions with a psychiatrist or a psychologist and whatever else, anybody who knows what it is to go through that depression and that anxiety and all that kind of thing, is that there's no real freedom of release from this. And the way he's painted it with Dima is where when I leave this city, right, that's when it's the end for me, right? But for now, I'll stay alive because the only thing keeping me alive are these insecurities. Whoa. Whew. This one was a heavy one. This one was a heavy song. Anyway, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll be back. I love you all, man. Peace.